All right, so if we go to automations and you're going to create a new automation, and you can receive information through a webhook, or you can send information through a webhook. Now, if you're going to send information, you would come down here and type in webhook and click there. Now, if you want to receive information, you'd click here on the trigger, put webhook, inbound webhook. Now, do note that this is a premium automation, so it does cost 1 penny every time it runs. But I think paying 1 penny for every lead you get is worth it. So if you get 100 leads, that'll cost you $1 to have them all automatically entered. But you click here and it generates this URL code right here. There's a little clipboard there where you can just press copy and it'll copy it. And that's where you're basically saying, send all the information here. Now you're going to go to your other platform or party and say, hey, please send all the information to this place. All right, so for like networks, you can go to their integration tab here, and then you can select right here and you can press custom webhook. And then it's going to ask for an API key as well as your webhook URL. Your API key is under settings, business settings. You'll come right here, you'll click generate key. It'll generate a key, and then you press the clipboard to copy it. You'll paste it here. And then for the webhook URL, you would copy this, paste it here. And then it's going to spit out this mapping reference for you, where it's going to show you the information that that platform sent. So then you can press save trigger. Then you can search for create contact, click on that, and then you can add the fields like first name. And when you click on this guy right here, the first thing that'll be there is inbound webhook, and then you can pick first name and it'll drop that in there. Then you're going to click add field, and you can add as many of these fields as you need. So we'd go to like last name, and then webhook, last name, add field, and then get all the information you need. Last name, city, phone, street, state, zip code, description. And then the important one is make sure you put lead source, and then you can just type in the lead source. Your lead source is normally in a drop-down list like this, which is ideal because that way you have the exact same spelling, which is important for reporting. You know, if you accidentally made this one word instead of two, it would just kind of mess up the reporting. So I would just make sure it's the exact same. All right, now there is another step you want to do other than just create the contact, and you want to actually create a lead. Now this may be confusing because you'll notice every time you create a contact, a lead is automatically created. But what happens if this contact here already exists in the system? It won't actually create a new contact. What it'll do is it'll just update the contact's information and the lead won't get created. And the two most common ways that the contact already exists is it's a repeat customer. So you painted the inside in 2018, 2020, they call you for the outside. Or even if it's just a repeat lead, which happens sometimes in one day, you'll get the same lead from 2 different platforms. Like they go to your website, fill out a form, and then they also went to networks, filled out a form, and you happen to get that same lead. So what you actually want every time you bring in something to the system is you want to create the lead. So the next step is you actually click right here and you're going to say opportunity. So I just type in OPP create / update opportunity. We're going to click this. Now the most important part with this is down here at the bottom where it says allow duplicate opportunities. You want that on. And the reason is the system's going to look and see, hey, is there already any leads for this contact? And if there is, it's not going to create a new one. But if you turn this on, it will create a new one. So then in the pipeline, you're going to select leads. Pipeline stage, you're going to put new. Now you can leave the rest of this blank. It'll pull in the information from the contact. And now this is the ideal way to bring in leads. And then press save and make sure that's published. And then you should always test automations. Never set up an automation and don't test it. You'd be surprised how often there's some small mistake or error that you don't learn about till later if you don't test it.